There's some things that you realize when you are single. There's things that you can't realize about yourself when you are in a relationship. When I was in a relationship, I had everything that I wanted physically, you know? But something was so unfulfilling and the road was very smooth, but something was off. And I know, like, oops, I'm going in the wrong way. Like, what should I do? Because the road is kind of smooth, but like, I'm not sure, like, this is the right way. That's exactly how it feels like. If you feel like that, it's good. Turn around and go into those bricks. Turn around and go into that road. It might be very scary. It might be painful. There's might be a lot of grief. There's might be a lot of struggles, a lot of sacrifices, but you are going on the right path and I'm congratulating you for that. I am so, so proud of you. Because you, baby, are going on the right path. And there might be people that are saying, why is this person going the hard way? Like, you can easily have the easy way, like many people do in their lives. Many people stay with their partners because that's just easier for them. That's more fulfilling, although they're cheating on them, although their values do not make sense to each other. They still go on that path because, you know, that's better than being alone, you know? Who is alone? Like, there must be a lot of suffering in being alone. But baby, if you know that this is not for you, go into the woods, explore. And you know, when you go into the woods and have this experience of the bricks and all the rocks and just the wind and the snow, you understand so much about yourself. I was always the person who was in a relationship since I was 15, and I didn't even have a year when I wasn't in a relationship. And this is actually my first year when I'm single. And you guess what? This is the actually first year when I have accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish for myself. I started renting my own apartment. I went to solo trip to Thailand. I finally got rid of the weight that I couldn't lose, fulfill my goals in my career and study things that I actually want in my life. And you know what? I could do all of that without being in a relationship, because there's a thing that a lot of people think that you have to find your other half to feel happy, but they don't realize that they are already full. They already can make themselves happy, and they have to do that in order to be the best version for the person that's gonna come in your life. And the beauty with finding the right person for you is that it comes totally unexpected, and it comes when you feel fulfilled within yourself. So being single is actually the best time to fulfill you. And if the relationship comes, okay, it comes, and it can be a complementary thing in your life. It shouldn't be the main thing in your life in the first place. Every time I got into a relationship, I felt that I am pouring so much in that person. You know, when I broke up with my partner a year ago, it was the hardest thing I had to do, because I had to move countries and I had to literally start a new life from zero. But there was something in my mind that was telling me, just do it, and you will get a reward. Just do it and you will see why you had to do it, and you will be very happy that you did it. And when I broke up, I was like, wow, there's this inner peace that you have when you just ended a relationship over through that breakup that is so fulfilling and so peaceful. And I clearly remember a night when I was taking a walk by myself outside. I was listening to music, and although I was single, I had literally no one I'm talking to at the moment, I felt this sudden feeling of fulfillment, and it rushed through my whole body, and I started crying, finally tears of joy. And you know what? When I was in a relationship, or when, for example, I was looking for someone, I used to take notes of how much I cry every day. And it was like a lot, like almost every day. And when I got this sense of fulfillment, That, wow, yeah, I did so much for myself today. I went to these yoga classes, I did the dishes, I watched this nice movie. I understood how fulfilled I am also on my own, and how happy I feel inside, and that I can take this time to study myself and understand what I deserve and what I want for myself in my life and how much I can achieve. Because there's sometimes a feeling that we can only achieve something if someone helps us, if someone is there for us, if someone supports us. But you know what? You can take your time when you are single, when you don't have a relationship, and make the best time with you. You can be your best friend, you can be your partner, you can be your fulfillment. You can study yourself so much during this time, like literally even the smallest things, like what kind of movies you like, what kind of food you like, what kind of makeup you like go to solo trips, explore new places, and have this energy kept to you. Because if you're an empath, if you are someone who gets into a relationship and gives all the power and all the attention to them, you might lose the power that you could keep to yourself and give to yourself. And for me, that was the case. And I wasn't even taking care of myself. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't taking care of my skin. I wasn't taking care of the way I dress and like even studying myself, because why? I'm in a relationship, I should focus on that person, I should give all the love to this person, you know, I should fulfill our relationship. But there's like this piece that is not there for you. Like, Madara, are you here for you? Like, this is your life. You should really take this energy and pour it into yourself, pour that love into yourself, and you will understand how powerful you are. This year, I had a goal that I want to go to Thailand on a solo trip, okay? I was saving my money. I was doing everything to do that. And you know how happy I felt when I went to a solo trip. Even when it's like in Asia, I've never been to Asia before. I've never even traveled alone before. But I got out of it and I'm alive. And I went to the temples. I went to all of these restaurants by my own, and I was enjoying this panoramic view of everything and thinking of like, wow, I really did this experience just for myself. I really could do this for myself. And I was just looking at the view and I'm thinking, wow, if I can give this experience to myself with what I have right now, I can't imagine what I can give myself like years from now if I continue to work on myself and if I continue to love myself this way. When I started to have like a year when I'm literally single and just accept the fact that I am single and that's just how it is, you know what happened? Literally, my whole appearance changed. My eyes looked alive. Like when you see someone and you look at their eyes, and they have this sparkle in their face, you can see that they're happy. And sometimes a person can smile and you can see through their eyes that something is wrong. And that's what my mom, for example, told me. Like, she was seeing myself with this guy, that I'm living a good life in this country, you know, like everything was taken care of. But there was something in my eyes. There was some sadness in my eyes. And I felt like I am on the wrong path. And although I had everything, I literally felt dead inside, okay? I felt dead because I poured all of this energy into the other person and I helped this person with their business, okay? I woke up at like 6 a.m. to do help with the business, you know, run around, do everything. And there's a thing, like when you don't work on yourself and when you just work for other people and to make them happy, there's gonna be that light that disappears from you, something that sucks the happiness out from you. And my mom said, like, are you really okay? Like, are you really fine? And I felt inside that no, like I am not. So I decided to do it and everything changed. The way I look, my face slimmed down, like I had a puffy face from all the stress in my body, and I had this kind of defense mechanism that my shoulders were always tense You know, my face was always puffy, and I got rid of that. And I started to focus on my passions, what actually brings me joy, what actually makes me happy. I started to go on different classes. I started to do everything as if there is no one that I owe explanation to, as if there is no one that I need to depend on or to ask something from or to rely on or to attach to in order to live the life that I want. And I always had a dream of like having my own apartment and decorating it the way I want to. And I provided all of this amazing experience when I broke up. And when there was a voice telling in my head that just break up, it's gonna be the hardest thing you do. Like, I was about to get married and things, but just broke up, just do it, like run. When I learned to listen to that inner voice, and it said that you will have a reward, this is the reward. Okay, my peace is my reward. My dependence and belief in myself. No one tells you what to say, what to do, how you should act, how you should treat yourself, what you do. This is when you understand what really you should do, how really you need to act, and who you really are. And if you are an empathetic person who really gives a lot, then being single is the best thing you could literally do. Because sometimes you understand these things that you were doing to people, the effort you put when actually you are single. You know, I didn't realize I was doing so much and pouring so much of my energy into someone until I broke up. And until I realized, damn, wow. And that is the best thing, because then you understand what you actually deserve, and then you understand what kind of person you want next to you. And being single is the moment when you work so hard in yourself without focusing on men or in general, to be the best version you can be for the man that is the best for you. Okay, you don't even realize it when you're single, but you are working, you're a project that is working. And when you are ready, and when your person is ready, you are both just goals. You are fulfilled, and you just complement each other's life so well. And everything is just gonna come to you at the right time. Like, breaking up was the best decision I made. It was the hardest decision. I was about to get married to this person, and I had to make so many sacrifices in my life in order to provide this for myself. But wow, I am completely sure you will learn so much when you break up, and if you have a time to be single in your life. It can be the best years of your life. It can be your hardest years and challenging as well, but you will learn so much, because you don't need anyone to feel good about yourself, to achieve your goals. And when you see that you can achieve everything on your own, when you have this fulfillment without anyone, he is better good. He better has the same ambitions, the same drive. He needs to be high level. Like, you have created a high level of yourself. You have literally built your strength in this season to provide everything you want for yourself, okay? To understand your values and to understand who you are. Like in life, whenever you take risks in your life to fulfill your highest self, it's the most rewarding thing that you can do. And now I imagine if I stayed with this person, for example, and lived like a good life and got married and lived everything, but like that wasn't the way I wanted to be, I would literally feel dead. Like, I don't know where I would be right now, because during that time I was so sad and so unfulfilled that I literally took sleeping pills during the day to not live that day. But I was just thinking, oh, as long as like I'm a good partner, I'm fine. No. Like, think where you want to be in the future. Think what kind of vision you have for yourself, okay? what kind of goals you have for yourself. And if this person doesn't align with that, or if this person doesn't respect that, it's time to let go. This can be your hardest yet the best thing you can do for yourself, okay? So here I am. This is a motivation for you, because I am right now in my own place, in my own apartment. I just made myself some nice dinner. I just did my hair. And I don't care if I'm alone or I'm with someone. I do everything I want to. If I'm with someone, there better be good. This is your time to shine. This is your time to become the main character of your life. Think like, what would the main character do in your movie? Would they choose themselves? Or would they just go with some kind of person? Like, it's your life. You have a choice. And you can have a choice to suffer later in your life for the rest of your life and enjoy a bit now. Like, live in a nice place. Have like, oh yeah, at least I have a partner. Or you can suffer now with being single, with embracing your solitude, and be happy later when you are finally ready to welcome a person into your life that gives the best to you. You always have a choice. You don't have to jump in the first train. You can wait a little bit, and then the limo is gonna arrive and it's gonna be like, yeah, so you waited a long time, so here we are, let's roll.